in the South, where they say the game just means more. There's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers and Jordan hair, this matchup has had it all. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. A quick pass to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. A strike downfield. There he goes. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Georgia going up tempo. A first down run in the red zone. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. To the air, it's Good. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score, and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole halfway. He's going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. And those are some serious wheels for this Tiger quarterback, positively Nick Marshall-esque.
Yeah, and you think about Nick Marshall and that run to the national championship game. Man, they ran the football some more. His dynamic ability at the quarterback spot. All Auburn offenses that have been great have had that guy at the quarterback spot.
He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. From the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Dyer. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably...
And he's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Breaks the tackle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on 3rd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he launches in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Wants to throw. It's good. Pressure coming. Complete to the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
To the air on 1st down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Grab near the sticks. It's Taylor. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Dogs can really attack on this second and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Good. Caught behind the line. It's Powell. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. That brings them to within one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Utah State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Bounced off his feet.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard for these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Offense in a bunch formation.
Timeout, Auburn.
That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Sends it back in motion. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got his man. Turning it on. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Auburn sends out the punting unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They're going to ride this running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss back to pass. It's good. Using his feet to buy time. Got a man. It's Taylor. Pulled down for the tackle. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes and catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. The give on the option. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It must be great to be a Georgia linebacker. Coming downhill with speed, defensive front eats up blockers, and you make the play.
It is nice, and it's nice because usually they got 3 guys in front of you. They're eating 5, and those linebackers get to come downhill, make plays in the backfield like you saw right here.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The gun, the running back looking for room. Find some fresh air.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
With a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got it in the middle. It's Overton. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Scanning the field. It's good. Lets it fly. It's picked up, and they turnover. Smashes through the tackle. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. He'll set up to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Overton. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Good. This time it's complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Powers through the defender. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
I don't know if that was a bust defensively, but there was nobody in the middle of the field that time, making it way too easy for the offense to pick up a chunk play in the middle.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. It's complete to the right. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Good. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. And I like this offense. They didn't get conservative. They stayed aggressive to go try to get points, and they get rewarded, and they take the lead and the momentum going into the half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. They're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And throw it right. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They'll line up for a second down play. They go to the ground. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down.
Yeah, and I think 30 short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
Surging forward on the sneak. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off.
And you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the D.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
Here we go.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Good. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Pulls it in, it's Taylor. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry.
Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Runs through a tackle. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job, because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback, because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Looking to throw, it's Good. And he makes the grab for the deuce.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot, you can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Got enough for the 1st. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. On the option. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Auburn.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The RPO, it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Give to the single back. Picks up the 1st down. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way from.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Dyer. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Auburn lines up quickly.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Tigers are rolling down the field.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. That's caught. It's Thomas. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Offense changing the play. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Leaves it with the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. To the air. It's Dyer. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
All right, so they fail on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Caught in the backfield, it's Overton. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's 1st down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They'll be getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Good. Catch in the middle, it's Overton. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Just keep swinging it. The throw. He's got him. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout called there by the defense. Get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.